The answer is yes, that calling for the genocide of Jews violates Harvard Code of Conduct, correct?
Again, it depends on the context.
It does not depend on the context. The answer is yes, and this is why you should resign. These are unacceptable answers across the board.
It'd be hard to believe if it wasn't on tape, but Representative Elise Stefanik asked what should have been an easy question to answer, but MIT President Sally Kornbluth, UPenn President Liz Magill, and Harvard President Claudine Gay couldn't bring themselves to call chants for genocide of the Jews against their code of conduct.
At Penn, does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Penn's rules or code of conduct? Yes or no?
If the speech turns into conduct, it can be harassment, yes.
I am asking specifically calling for the genocide of Jews. Does that constitute bullying or harassment?
If it is directed and severe or pervasive, it is harassment.
So the answer is yes.
It is a context-dependent decision, Congresswoman.
It's a context-dependent decision. That's your testimony today. Calling for the genocide of Jews is depending upon the context. That is not bullying or harassment. This is the easiest question to answer yes, Ms. Magill. So is your testimony that you will not answer yes?
If it if the
yes
speech
or
becomes
no?
if the speech becomes conduct, it can be harassment, yes.
Conduct meaning committing the act of genocide? The speech is not harassment? This is unacceptable, Ms. Magill. I'm going to give you one more opportunity for the world to see your answer. Does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Penn's code of conduct when it comes to bullying and harassment? Yes or no?
It can be harassment.
The answer is yes.
Some are calling out the hypocrisy of these presidents, considering at these very same universities, they disinvited a feminist philosopher named Devin Buckley for comments critical of transgender ideology. They also, under pressure from student activists, canceled a course on innovative police tactics. Political science instructor David Kane was canned at Harvard after inviting renowned social scientist Charles Murray, who authored the Bell Curve, to speak to his class. And Kyle Kashuv, of course, the conservative to emerge among the Parkland activists, was admitted to Harvard and had his offer revoked over comments he'd made regarding race. And while Magill and the other presidents wore smirks on their faces, they're likely not smirking now. Especially Magill, whose testimony was so damaging, a top donor withdrew $100 million worth of university funding. Magill then posted a video the following day trying to explain that she was merely focused on free speech. The University of Pennsylvania Board of Trustees met Thursday to consider her status. Even Pennsylvania Democratic Governor Josh Shapiro criticized Magill, calling her statements unacceptable and shameful. And he called for the UPenn Board of Trustees to meet and discuss whether her testimony represents the values of the university and the board. The job status of all three of these presidents are now firmly in the air.